Here we are going to work on a canter exercise with Jack. He tends to be a little bit lazy and doesn't use his hind legs very well. They sort of dither behind him rather than pushing underneath and through. So what we are going to do is sort of work on trying to develop different gears so that he sort of comes back and does a more bouncy canter, and then we'll open it out. But the whole time he needs to be travelling forward and pushing through from behind. So what I'm going to do to start off with is, as I come round the corner on this long side, I'm going to push him forward, really try and engage that hind leg so that it's pushing underneath, and then bring the canter back to a more bouncy canter. Then at the top end we're going to go into a circle and slowly decrease the circle down around the jump, which we set up for the other exercise earlier. We're going to decrease the circle right down, and then once we've gone small we will push it back out again. You can sort of leg yield across out onto the track, and then once we're back out onto the track we're just going to repeat the same again. So down the long side we're going to really push it on, and then ask for the canter to come back to a more bouncy collected canter. He's not very good at this, as you can see from the video. He doesn't really show enough difference, but hopefully that will improve over time. So again, we're working the canter circle down. You may want to do this gradually, so as you can see from the last time, I've now gone a bit tighter, and then hold it, probably do 1.5, 2 circles with it really small, so that, because they'll have to work quite hard, and then push them back out to the track again. It really helps that inside hind leg step through. So maybe once more on this rein. Probably only want to do it 2, 3, maybe 4 times, because you'll find they'll get very tired. So there we go, just back to trot. So we're going to try on the other rein this time. It's funny watching yourself videoed. He always feels very up together and in a short contact, but he looks quite long in the frame, so that's something I'll have to work on, having watched this video. So he didn't really show very much lengthening there. So we're going to spiral down. You've got to keep push their shoulder over with your outside leg, so that you're not just pulling them in. Really try and get them to move away from your leg. So yeah, you could see, found that quite difficult. So we're pushing him back out towards the track, and again with that, you've got to keep them straight again. Don't, as you put your inside leg to leg yield them out, don't just let them fall out through their shoulder, because that won't mean they're working very hard. So again, when we bring Jack back to this bouncy slow canter, you can see it's just a bit lacking in energy. He just needs to learn to sort of almost jump in the canter, but I think you'll find this exercise, if I do it enough, will help. That's it. That was quite nice back to the track. Going to try it once more. That was better. He moved forward. Let's see whether we can get him back to a bouncy canter. It's improving all the time. I think next time I do it, I will just try and ask for a little bit more. That's it. We're going for a really small circle this time. And back out to the track. And I think that will do it for today.